What's up, DLLS Mavs Nation? It's your man Kevin Gray alongside our national NBA insider Mark Stein. As you can see, we made it to Vancouver.
We are in Canada.
We are in Canada.
North of the border.
That's right. And we have made it here. So again, thank you to our sponsors, Boost Your Development, and of course, National Jewels of Rockwall that are powering our training camp coverage here. Before we get into anything that happened on the floor, we heard from Jason Kidd, Cooper Flagg. We've got a DSJ interview, a Dennis Smith Jr. interview that you're going to be seeing up on DLLS Sports not too long from now, so you'll be able to enjoy some of that content. But we're here. We made it.
Yeah, so we had a flight around 8:15. We were supposed to land quarter to 11, so we were curious, like, are we actually going to make it here on time? The Mavs started at 10 a.m. local time. Luckily, somehow, our flight was 30 minutes early.
That's right.
So we had time to go to the hotel, ditch our bags, get here. We got here in plenty of time. Now, look, by the time the media's let in, all we got to see was post-practice shooting.
Yep.
But I would argue that post-practice shooting was the newsiest part of the day.
Exactly.
Because Kyrie Irving, I remember earlier this morning when I tweeted that Kevin and I are en route to Vancouver, one of the questions I got underneath the tweet was, is Kyrie Irving going to be there? Yes, Kyrie Irving is here.
He is here.
Not only is Kyrie Irving here, he was a very active participant in post-practice shooting drills, did a long one-on-one session after practice with Phil Handy.
Phil Handy, yeah.
Some might, no, I'm not even going to go there. He looked quite spry for someone who sustained an ACL tear basically 7 months ago.
And we've seen, and through social media and other videos already, that Kyrie Irving is back on the floor, obviously still working his way back from that ACL injury, but more importantly, just him being on the floor, the camaraderie with his teammates, being here in Vancouver, participating in practice, doing the work that he can do to get himself prepared to come back as quickly and as safely as possible for him, I think is huge just for the morale of this team.
And I know you were excited because you're outside of Kyrie Irving, I think no one in Dallas has wanted Phil Handy to be here more than you.
Yeah.
So on day
Big
one,
Phil Handy fan.
you got off the plane, you
That's
went
right.
right to the gym, and what do you see? You got treated to a one-on-one or one, basically, yeah, they were just did one of their normal, lengthy workouts. I mean, again, we didn't get to see much of practice, but they went for 2.5 hours. 3 teams scrimmaging. We were told that defense was more of the focus today than offense.
Yep.
But it's interesting because they're here and they're not doing 2-a-days. Based on what I've been told, players do have the ability to come back for some shooting at night. Behind us is the Simon Fraser University court. Actually, the Simon Fraser team is practicing now. They had to wait until the Mavericks finished their
they
practice.
got done, yeah.
So
take their gym back.
So they could get their Tuesday workout. Is today Tuesday?
Today's Tuesday, yes.
They could get their Tuesday workout in. But there's only one practice a day. One today, one on Wednesday, off day Thursday, another one Friday. Players, again, they will have the ability to come back and shoot at night if they choose, but that's not a full-fledged practice. So really, it's going to be one long practice a day that Jason Kidd and the Mavs have to get their work done.
And we heard from Cooper Flagg today discussing his first practice, loving the intensity, getting to work out with his guys in this formal practice training camp setting for the very first time. We also heard from Jason Kidd as well, getting guys teachable moments today, learning and continuing to develop their chemistry, especially on the defensive end. We know that defense wins championships, and that's going to be the mantra for this team throughout the course of the year. As we mentioned, talk with Dennis Smith Jr. as well. I had a chance to sit down with him, or stand up, I should say, with him to get his first experience back in a Mavericks uniform in a training camp, and you'll be able to see that a little bit later on. It was good to catch up with DSJ. He was in very good spirits being back in a Maverick uniform, especially in this setting here in training camp.
A larger than expected media contingent.
Yes.
I think the Mavs thought, this is a 4-hour flight away from Dallas. This is about as long as the longest flight in the NBA would be if you're going from Dallas to Boston or Dallas to Portland. So this is about as far away as you could go, but there was a pretty big media contingent here. But I have to say, last year in Vegas, Mavericks training camp to me felt like a USA basketball event. The gym was packed with people. It is a smaller gathering here. There's obviously the whole Mavs organization is here, but more manageable, and Simon Fraser University, Jay Triano, newest member of one of the new, I shouldn't say newest because there are multiple new members of the Mavs coaching staff, but Jay Triano, formerly a head coach in both Toronto and Phoenix, the Canadian national team, Jay Triano played his college ball here at Simon Fraser University. Simon Fraser University. So he's like the welcoming committee for everybody. And, you know, a busy day one.
A busy day one in the books for the Dallas Mavericks. A hectic day as they get ready for this upcoming season. Of course, their first preseason game will be on Monday against the Oklahoma City Thunder back in Fort Worth. But they're getting their work in here in Vancouver. We will be here all week long covering everything for your Dallas Mavericks here for DLLS Mavs at Mavericks Training Camp. Of course, our DLLS Mavericks Training Camp coverage is presented by Nassar Jewelers in Rockwall and Boost Your Development. Need something custom or shopping for some diamond jewelry? Go see Nassar Jewelers in Rockwall and get 20% off your custom order or diamond jewelry. Tell the Joys that DLLS Mavs sent you, and shout out to Boost Your Development. Of course, an ultra luxury home builder of modern villas inspired by the Mediterranean lifestyle. Visit boostyourdev.com to get started and embrace villa living. If you missed our show earlier, make sure you go back or download the podcast wherever you get your podcasts for free. But you want to make sure that you're following myself and, of course, the Steinline all week long, as we will have training camp coverage presented by Nassar Jewelers of Rockwall and Boost Your Development. Mark, fantastic day. Let's get ready for day 2 tomorrow.
Yeah, what were we worried about? We got here. It was cake.
It was easy enough, I should say. That's our National NBA Insider, Mark Stein. My name is Kevin Gray. We are DLLS Mavs. We'll talk to you tomorrow when it comes to your Mavericks here at training camp in Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. Y'all be good. Peace.